Hello friends, today our topic is the classifications of inventories. Now before we start with the classifications, let us check how the inventory model works. Let us suppose we have a cell phone shop, and in the cell phone shop, whatever be the number of cell phones are present is particularly known as the stock of that particular shop. Now what happens? That shop just placed the order in the cell phone supplier or to the cell phone supplier, and then the supplier just receive the order and just supply it. Then the cell phone shop sell it to the customer. Now according to the customer demand, particularly the shop check the number of stock it required, and the customer we may also call it as the market. So that is particularly based on the demand of the market. That means the inventory model is particularly based on the demand from the market. Now when the inventory control problem is coming into the mind, there are particularly two questions arise. When to order, that means the produce or the purchase, and another question, how much to order. When to order, that means this is related to the lead time of an item. What I am saying once again, lead time. The lead time may be defined as the time interval between the placement of an order and its receipt in stock. It may be replenishment order on an outside farm or within the works. There should be enough stock for each item so that customers' orders can be reasonably made from this stock until the replacement. This stock level known as the reorder level. Once again, that is known as the reorder level, and has therefore to be determined for each item. It is determined by compromising the cost of maintaining these stocks and the disservice to the customer if his orders are not filed in time. Now the second question arises, how much to order? As already discussed, each order has associated with in the ordering cost or the acquisition cost. To keep it low, the number of orders should be as few as possible. That is, the order size should be large, but large order size would imply high inventory carrying cost. Thus, the question of how much to order is solved by compromising between the acquisition cost and the inventory carrying cost. Now we are discussing about the classifications of the inventory model. Now when we are looking about the classifications of the inventory model, let's check. At first, the inventory model can be categorized in three ways. That means number one, that is known as the elementary models, and the second one model with price breaks, and the third one is practically models with restrictions. The first one, that is elementary models, can now be categorized in two ways. That is number one deterministic and the second one probabilistic. Now for the probabilistic, there are two models, model 1 and model 2. The model 1 is particularly defining when no shortage is permitted in the stock, and whereas the model 2 is for the shortage of stock permitted. The model 3, model 4 and model 5 are particularly defining the probabilistic type. Now when in the model 1 no shortage permitted, there are also three types. The number 1 is particularly demand rate, that is uniform, and production rate, that is infinite. The second one, demand rate, is non-uniform but production rate is infinite. And third one, the demand rate is uniform but production rate finite. In the second model, where the shortage is permitted, the first one is demand rate uniform but production rate infinite. The second one, for model 2, demand rate non-uniform, production rate infinite but time interval that is fixed. Demand rate uniform in the third one and production rate finite, that is also true for the third type of model 2. And in the case of probabilistics, in the model 3, the instantaneous demand, setup cost 0 and stock level discrete, lead time 0. And for the second type of model 3, that is instantaneous demand but setup cost 0, stock level continuous but lead time 0. In the first type of model 4, continuous demand but setup cost is 0, stock level discrete but lead time 0. And in the second type of model 4, here the continuous demand but setup cost is 0 and stock level is continuous. The lead time is 0. In the model 5, the first one is continuous demand and setup cost 0. Stock level is discrete but lead time that is significant. And in the second type of model 5, that is continuous demand, setup cost 0, stock level continuous but lead time significant. So in that type of way, we can classify the inventory models. And in the next videos, we will discuss about different problems of model 1, model 2, model 3, model 4 and model 5.